everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL.
All right. The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here come the Chiefs for their opening drive. They'll be brought out by their QB, the former number 10 overall pick in the draft from Texas Tech, Patrick Mahomes.
And I like his honesty, because when we sat down with him, I mean, he was the first one to say, that was on me last week, a really poor performance. Way too many interceptions, didn't find the end zone throwing the ball, put his defense and his special teams in some real jeopardy, but somehow they won the game.
They won.
Yeah, what I loved about is when he told us about the defense kind of corralling him in the locker room and said, all right, my man, we're not going to do that again this week, are we?
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 4 catches, 58 yards.
And the competition gets a little bit tougher here because he's got to go against the number 1 ranked defense in the NFL against the pass, the latest incarnation of the no-fly zone.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
On first, they stick with Foster. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. And we take a look now at the defense for the Raiders.
If you're a GM in the NFL and someone wants to question your credentials and you say, well, I drafted Khalil Mack, you're good to go because Khalil Mack was a 2016 NFL Defensive Player of the Year. He anchors everything they do in Oakland. Speed off the edge, strength at the point of attack, can drop into pass cover, can play defensive end and outside linebacker. And guess what? Hardly anyone is blocking him.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And Foster loses the football. It's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And tough starting field position here. Now they'll give it to the fullback, Olawale. And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with 3rd and just a couple.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Here's Marquette King now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Now a fair catch taken, maybe a yard or two shy of midfield. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Wasn't able to get anything, no gain. Fumbled once already. Maybe he's being a little careful. Not necessarily on that play, but I'm sure that's in his mind somewhere.
Oh, without a doubt, because protecting the football is job one for anyone who's carrying.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack. Although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that. And the ball that you throw has to get back to at least the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you face an intentional grounding call.
Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Throwing now is Mahomes. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Offense.
So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. And now here come the Raiders. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go. That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. They'll set up a throw. Throw left side complete. It's Burton. And they'll get him down up past the 15. The numbers for him from a week ago. 3 catches, 99 yards.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
Back to throw here, and he slings one that's incomplete.
Partner's not just a little slot receivers, get a little trepidation going across the middle. Even the big guys, even guys like a tight end, they got a little concern going across there, going through the briar patch.
Maybe hearing some footsteps, getting a little gator arm. 10 yards still left on 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. The limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21. And an extra DB here for the Chiefs on third down.
Pass situation.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
And that was a nice play by the defense. And it is tough to be an offensive lineman nowadays, especially if you're dealing with how the defensive tackles have evolved. Their quickness, their agility, their speed has changed the big guys in the middle, the center, and the offensive guards. Formerly, they were just power players. Now they have to be light on their feet as well to keep up with the speed of the defensive players.
They're going to look to throw. Here's Wolford over the middle. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. The Chiefs now getting set to go.
And this is their third drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a second drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
A first down carry for Foster. And a short gain down to about the 33. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
See if they stay on the ground for second down.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't. And a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's got to put a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Kansas City. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field.
And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I would not want to be an offensive lineman in today's NFL, especially not a center or a guard, if you got to deal with these massive defensive tackles who could not just beat you with strength, but they can beat you with quickness and guile as well. They can get upfield and make plays. And a lot of times what they're taught, just go ahead and tackle everyone that comes in your area and keep the one with the ball.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
The first update from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. They'll drop to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Here's Marquette King now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Returnable here from the 38. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They'll hand off to Foster. And a big tackle there as the defender runs right through him, right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And the Raiders have got him. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage to make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack.
Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. Mahomes going to throw. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. And this is incomplete.
I know we're just in the second quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's a second drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And the ball is knocked out. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again.
And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And the pressure gets to him again.
Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on for the 5th time here today. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Keith Mumphrey, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. And that makes it 7-zip Oakland. So they hit pay dirt on just 1 play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. It hasn't been his day. It hasn't been their day to this point, but some kudos to this crowd. This is not an easy environment to play in.
And they have to be really excited because they feel like they're having an impact on the game. The visiting quarterback not playing very well, their team not doing well. They're helping their home team out. Now, if you're that quarterback, though, you got to find a way to hurt that crowd. And the only way to do that, make good plays and try and calm them down.
I'm sure he's thinking it starts right here on this drive. Foster on second down. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the chief linemen might have moved.
False start, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The Chiefs on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Mahomes now to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. Fights loose. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. So out come the Raiders. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. They'll look to throw here. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A good pickup there at 22. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. It's their quarterback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
That score is not a game clincher by any stretch of the imagination. But the other team now has to be careful to not let this game begin to slip away.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And it's good to make it 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Around the NFL, second quarter in Santa Clara. And early on, the driver's seat belongs to the Seahawks. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you get a chance to come.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. So they almost turn it over there. Scary moment. Second down here. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Got to give some credit there. Able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
On third and long, it's Mahomes. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Kansas City. Oh, some strong running. It looked like he might beat that last man. He doesn't, though, but it goes as a 32-yard return. And that will come the offense as they take over. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their speed.
That all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Keith Mumphrey, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And it is now 21-0. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Out comes Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs offense. In second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people. Lean on your teammates. Find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse. And on 2nd and 10 now. Now here's Mahomes. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Foster. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Here we go now.
A give. This is Foster. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Mahomes now on first down. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
They go play fake. Mahomes. He's to the 10. This will be caught inside the 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will have the highlights and analysis of this first half from our studios in Orlando.
And I have a feeling those highlights will be pretty one-sided, too.
Yeah, I think you're right, partner.
Here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Now Mahomes. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal. And this offense on 3rd down today, as bad as you can be, 0 for 7 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Butker now to kick this one away. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks. and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
Down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
Back to throw now on first down. This one completed to Keith Mumphrey. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Keith Mumphrey on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken from the 7th. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field.
I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Mahomes now on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Mahomes to throw on second down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's into the clear. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in a second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. Butker on for the PAT. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Butker now to kick this one away. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. Able to slither by. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Hurry up, here we go. Green.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And shutting him off. Now open field. Past the 20. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout. And they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And his kick is good. So we've reached halftime here in Oakland with the Raiders on top. As we send you across the country to Orlando, standing by there, Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
All right, Brandon, back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get you caught up on all the highlights from the first half. The Raiders are up right now and are looking to keep up the pressure moving forward. The Chiefs just want to come out after the half and claw their way back into the game. All right, let's roll the highlights. Raiders have it early in the second. Guy's going to look for a gap, and he's gone as he sprints into the end zone as they get out to a 7-0 lead. Now 1st and 10, they'll go to the ground and pound here, and he'll go in from 14 yards out. That puts them on top by 14. 1st and 10, Guy's able to get clear of everybody, and he's gone as he sprints to the end zone. Chiefs lined up at the 5. He'll take it out to the left side, and he capped off the long drive with the TD. Now trailing by 14. Now 1st and 10. The catch is made after a quick pass, and it ends up working for a touchdown. Raiders up now by 21. 2nd and 2 coming up. The pass out of the gun will be completed, and this play will go for 6, closing the gap to 14. 1st and 10. Impressive blocking frees up the ball carrier. He'll pick up more than 30 yards on the play. So that's it for us at the EA Sports Studio. We'll go back now to Oakland for the start of the second half.
And a short kick, taking it about the 16. A nice little juke. And up past the 35. A very good return, but a penalty down. That may negate all the good work.
Block in the back. Return team.
So that will push him back.
And now we know why I have a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
They go play action here on first down. Jackson's got it over the middle. There he goes left side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. And they're able to get the connection on the long touchdown pass. And that's one of the easiest drive summaries you'll ever see. One play, touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. Oh, look at that. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Second down following the run. They keep it in the hands of Foster. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Only a yard in the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. The Chiefs on third down. Just one conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 7.
Let's go. 3, 3.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Here's Jackson. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
To throw now on 2nd and 10. Right side caught by Jackson. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland 1st down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on.
Back to throw here. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Holding offense.
So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. 20! Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Extra point attempt to come here. And the lead will grow by 1 more. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Oh, a little 360. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And out come the Chiefs now. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They'll start on the ground with Foster. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
To throw, it's Mahomes. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by David Anderson. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Offense now making their way back out onto the field. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
And to give this time to the tailback. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's brought down. Give him 12 yards that time at an Oakland 1st down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
So it'll be 1st down here after the run. And they'll go on the ground. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Keith Mumphrey, a 16-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier. Now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
Diversification, that's all you can talk about. His ability to do everything leaves him on the field on every down on offense because you can hand it to him as we've seen. Would you say 3 rushing touchdowns? And, of course, throw it to him where he's caught 1 as well.
A drive there of just 4 plays and was polished off by the touchdown run from the 16-yard line. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And some room to work. And how about that return as he's all the way inside the 20-yard line.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
And now here comes Kansas City. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home because that's what it's been like throughout this.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 20, 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A big play there with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the silver and black continue to roll.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Extra point attempt here still to come. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 6. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Second down following the incompletion.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
This is Foster, and he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
That defensive front four has been very good. They've just not let the running game get going, have they?
Not at all. In fact, the entire offense just looking a little bit out of sync in this one.
Yeah, sometimes this is why coaches like forward-down defensive linemen, they feel like they can cover more ground when defending the run.
The Chiefs on third down. A pretty anemic, a very anemic, 1 for 9 thus far. This is third down and 12. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
It takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. With it is Jackson. A good return there, 17 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Crashing in from the end there, not to disrupt the pass game, but to disrupt the run game.
Yeah, I love the distinction, too, because the good defensive ends, they can do it all. Set the edge in the run game, make sure that no one can move it that way, and, of course, rush the passer. On that play, use the speed to get there in the run game.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
The Raiders on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is third down and 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much room to operate as they get this up only to about the 41. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a fourth down. Here's Marquette King now as he's on to punt for Oakland. .44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Spinning away. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Quick update from Levi's Stadium. And it's the 49ers scoring again to open up their lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And his throw is incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
A dime look defensively for the Raiders on third down.
Yeah, you're right. 2 extra DBs out there. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's going to loft one. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. He's picked off near his own 48. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. He has been on his A game. We're in the third quarter. He's already in search of touchdown pass number 5.
He's played so well that it's hard for me to take my eyes off of him, even when he's not on the field. I keep finding my eyes finding him on the bench in between series, wondering what he's going to do next. This has been a blast to watch him play the position.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Keith Mumphrey, 30 yards. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. Oh, the spin. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And an alley to Mahomes hit. He lost the football. They'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. But the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in the East Bay. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. On first down, Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by David Anderson. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He is north of 200 yards. Any time that you can say you're north of 200 yards, you've done something right.
Yeah, you're going to get some big check marks on your grade sheet, and you're going to be in heavy rotation on all the highlight shows. And you might even make a magazine cover or two.
He's hoping for more. The cherry on top, maybe, as this game goes forward. And he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
When a coaching staff sees their team run the ball this successfully in the fourth quarter, They're really excited because you can plan for a running game all you want and want to press that advantage when you get it. But for the most part, it's a little bit of a surprise. And right now, they've got to keep that going, want to continue to grind out the clock because it's definitely in their favor at this stage of the game. Can they close the game out and continue to do exactly what we just saw there, and that's run the football.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Delay of game, offense.
So that'll back them up 5.
Still 2nd down.
Offense needs something here on 2nd down. It is 2nd and long.
Here we go. 3, 9,
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long. Big boys down there in the trenches, and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take them to 4th down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Here's Marquette King now as he's on to punt for Oakland. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Green 39.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been stymied left and right. Converted only 1 time. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Kansas City. Fielded at the 33. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be met at about the 43. A gain of 3, second down. They'll set up to throw. And that one is incomplete. He just dropped it. But they're up big on the scoreboard, so maybe he can chuckle about later.
But plain and simple, that's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was it?
Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Keith Mumphrey, 43 yards. And the Raiders are pouring it on. And he just tied the NFL record on that 5th rushing touchdown. He's the 6th man ever to do that in a single game.
And, partner, did you just say that he tied an NFL record there?
Yes, sir.
I mean, we're talking 5 touchdowns on the ground against an NFL-caliber defense.
Is that good?
I'd say that's fantastic. What a game for him.
It really is something. We are watching quite the effort. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now here comes Kansas City. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Mahomes now to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now here's Mahomes. And that will be incomplete as well. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Kansas City. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Fielded at the 20. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And Charles, in a very one-sided affair, I think we reached the point in the broadcast where you and I, we may have some filling to do, right?
Yeah, I think you're right about that because we got to try and keep people around. We don't want them to change the channel. Stay with us in this game. Is that Ben Ramsauer? Are you hearing from Ben on the headset here? Tell us, stretch this thing out a little bit.
Get some talking points. Dig them all out. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So that one will be accepted. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A good productive run there on first down. He winds up getting 8. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. First down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
Play clock winding down.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 4. They'll set up a throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. A give running left. It's Washington. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Right back to Washington. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. The Raiders on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Let's go. Green 39.
Looking to throw. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
I think the training and practice broke down on that play because he simply didn't run the route deep enough to get to the 1st down marker, despite what was a really nice catch and toe tap on the sideline.
Yeah, that's 3rd down 101. You got to go to the marker, know where it is. Elsewhere in the NFL, they're in the 4th down in New Orleans. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they hold on, a victory there would be their 3rd of the year. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a 1st down.
Face mask. Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Oh, he's got a little... Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. Does the big boy have the juice? And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. Point after here coming up. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now here comes Kansas City. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it. And that's what you don't want to do.
Let's go. Green 35.
Now Mahomes. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Here we go now.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Here's Mahomes to throw. Conley's got it over the middle. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Mahomes to throw once more. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Is that the flag?
You can't be giving me up. I got a lot of issues up here in the booth. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. Staying on the ground with Washington. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
He loses 5 full yards to bring up 4th. Here's Marquette King now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing.